Look at that, a front row parking spot. It is the end of the month, and you know what that means. It is time for our latest Goodwill adventures. Today we're going to be taking a look to see if we can replace some of my Halloween stuff that, if you remember from my last Goodwill trip, I had a flood over the holidays that damaged a lot of my Halloween stuff that I threw out. Maybe we'll find some good replacements. Now, I have been slowly throwing away a lot of my damaged merchandise. I haven't gone through a lot of it. It's just too depressing. But one particular piece, I know you guys are going to hate me for this. I had one of those 6-foot tall spirit alien capsule things, and the box was all damaged, all waterlogged. I ended up just throwing it out. I know I could have salvaged the thing, but I've never used it at all, and I was so depressed with all of the flood cleanup. It just went in a garbage bag. I did save the actual plastic alien piece. I might use that somewhere, but I do feel kind of guilty for just throwing that out, and I know I'm going to catch some flack for that, but maybe we'll find something good here to replace it with. Let's go on in and take a look and see.
Now, normally I like to start directly in the holiday aisle, but there were people in there, so we're going to go to this random assortment of junk aisle and start with some fall merchandise. So here we have like a little jar wall hanging. Just general fall themed. Just look at all this miscellaneous junk. I know we've gotten comments in past videos that we had such a well-organized Goodwill, but really I think just certain sections are, like the holiday section. Most of the shelves kind of look like this, with just a weird assortment of stuff. I must say, I would like to decorate with some of this pumpkin-themed merchandise, but I just don't have the time. I mean, most of the season gets monopolized by Halloween, and I never really get to enjoy fall, which is a shame. So I'm always conflicted. Do I tone down my Halloween decorating to enjoy the fall? I think about that every year, but it never happens. I always end up just making my Halloween display bigger and bigger. All right. Again, some more fall wreaths and things, lots of leaves. One thing I hate about fall is my yard is full of trees and the leaves drive me insane. Used to love the changing leaves, the falling leaves, now I can't stand it. Here we have a book about Pennsylvania Halloween. I wonder if they do these for all the different states. That's a good marketing thing, I suppose. All right, it looks like the holiday section is free, so let's go ahead and check out the merchandise here. I do like it. The Halloween stuff is typically segregated from Christmas. It takes up like a quarter of this row of shelving. Obviously, Christmas is the main draw in the Goodwill. So we can usually find some interesting stuff here for Halloween. I like that little pumpkin, little tin pumpkin with the stars. Don't think I've seen that before. It does seem weird. You're going to see a lot of the same merchandise over and over at the Goodwills. I think it's because, it's a lot of mass-produced stuff that gets, just given up at some point and taken to the Goodwill. I like that pumpkin. I don't think I've ever seen one quite with that finish on it before. That's pretty dramatic. These things, of course, are from the Dollar Tree. I used to decorate with those a lot in my early years, so bought them for $1. Now they're increased in value, according to Goodwill, at $1.09. I guess that's the inflation that's hitting us all. All right, an orange bowl. I mean, it's not really Halloween, but I do like things that can do double duty. I mean, the orange makes it Halloween, but you could really leave that out year-round if you wanted. There's something weird about this figure. It looks angry. I mean, I'm sure that's smiling, but I think, wow. I love that guy. He's very expressive. All right, some ceramic pumpkins. You could paint that, have some fun, do some arts and crafts for $3. And we've got some weird ghosts. I wonder if that's the same thing. Were those painted? Oh, look, the velvet pumpkins. These started hitting the stores a few years back. It's been a constant complaint of mine. Who wants a velvet pumpkin? Now, obviously, it's been a few years, and they're going to start hitting the Goodwill stores as people give up on them. I do like the fact, honestly, though, that it's got interesting coloring on it. All right, moving on. We've got some plates. I've seen this set of plates a lot. That must have been popular at some point. As we move on, we've got, oh, look, gathered here with warm hearts with some pumpkins. And, oh, I like this little bow. I think these are from the Dollar Tree too. It's a good way to add some flair to a wreath or something. Who knows? All right, speaking of flair, look at these pumpkin kits with the little eyeballs that you can stick in there. That's kind of clever. I like that. And another, ooh. All right, so you got a fluffy pumpkin. This thing kind of grosses me out. I mean, I would give that maybe to a dog to play with after a thorough washing in the washing machine. All right, we've got a tic-tac-toe box. It looks like, oh, only $1. That surprises me. It seems like $3 is the new price point for everything, even though that was $3 originally. So maybe $1 is about right for that. Looks like we've got a garden flag with a cheesy scarecrow. I don't know why. I guess Halloween is for the kids. You don't want to scare them too bad, so some of that cheesy, happy decor, I guess, is acceptable someplace. And look, you've got a happy witch with some cats on a wreath. Okay. Oh, there's a happy Halloween sign. I don't think I've seen this one before. It actually looks very happy. All right, we have another thankful pumpkin wall hanging, and then some more wreaths. Something I don't like about the wreaths, that you find at the Goodwill, obviously, they get a little misshapen, a little broken. Oh, here we have some hair, I guess, extensions. I think these are like real and not meant to be a Halloween costume, but hey, you never know what you're going to find at the Goodwill. But here are the real costumes. We've got a little ladybug. That's adorable. And, oh, gel clings. Not sure why that's in the costume pile, but we don't like those. They stay in everything. Don't touch them, especially a used pack that's all cling wrapped together. And then we've got some additional costumes. You could be a little devil or a crayon. I'm a little disappointed. I like to take the costumes from the Goodwill when I am making a prop, but I can't imagine fitting the wrestler or this weird hair lady, which I think is supposed to be Marge with the blue coloring, into my Halloween display. Certainly not a hula skirt, but sometimes you'll get lucky. If you're doing Frozen themed, you can have an Elsa witch. That might be interesting. A sort of alternate Disney universe with evil Disney characters. Do love this big cauldron for only $3. And then we have little, I guess these are luminaries. They look very plasticky. I don't like that at all. But this is what I absolutely don't like about the Goodwill. We have $1 set of rat silhouettes. They're selling for $1.09. There aren't even any in the package. And it's absolutely empty. That is ridiculous. All right. Got some ripped boxing. These are the sort of things, again, you see everywhere. This was what I was telling you about before, that these things are mass-produced. It seems like everyone had bought them at one point, and now it's just time to get rid of them. Another costume here, if you want to be Benjamin Franklin, or you could put a historical theme on your Halloween display. That would be different. All right, you could glam up your Halloween with that. I had to throw away a few of my gallery wall portraits this year due to the flood, so I'm always looking for some interesting frames with neat mats to make new ones. Nothing here today. They did, however, have this interesting guy here, which I'm going to call my ugly pumpkin of the month. It's not really a pumpkin. Someone tried to make it look like a pumpkin, a little jack-o'-lantern, very DIY, very ugly.
All right, so if you found that store a little disappointing, the second one was even worse. I went to another Goodwill store across town. They had virtually nothing. So, I guess my pipe dream of finding some spirit merchandise is a little ridiculous, unless it's going to be a costume. I don't think I've ever found any really good animatronics at the Goodwills, but you never know. I'll keep trying. So this trip, again, was a bust, like usual. But we'll try again next month. So before we go, I did want to say a special thank you to all the patrons who help support the channel. If you are interested in joining our Fright Club, you can be sure to check out the link in my description below. So that's going to do it for today. Thanks for watching, everyone. Till next time, take care and happy haunting.